Well, okay, let's settle down. That was a very heart-pumping, high adrenaline performance, and I'm gonna just kind of mellow you down. All right, first of all, thank you to the Global Inspiration organization for having me here, for letting me share my passion and my community service and advocacy. Hello, my name is. There we go. My name is Joey Warren. I represented Mrs. Wisconsin Earth 2019 as Mrs. Congeniality Awardee and 2020 Top 12, and honored to be the first guest of the Global Inspiration. Thank you. And thank you to the lovely host. There she is. I am awarded Eco Fashion Designer of the Year and National Winner for Beauty for a Cause. Formal commendation by our State Governor Tony Evers for my ongoing efforts towards sustainability in our community. I believe I was born with a green thumb. On Christmas Day, my mother won the Best Garden Award, and later that night, I was born. I joined the Mrs. Earth pageant because I was inspired by their mission that caters to environmental awareness, and I aspire to use this platform to make community service and education and passion in making a difference. Boy, that heart pumping kind of made my heart go all over the place. So let's do it. So when I was little, my family and I witnessed the elegance and power of the magnificent Maria Cristina Falls. As a little kid, that thunderous sound of the cascading waterfalls was kind of scary. On the other hand, it was also concerning for me as a kid because I find out that there was too much volume of water, and I can't help but wonder, where is that water coming from? Where is it going? And who left that water running? We're gonna run out of water. That was my worry. So my father told me that trees also help with collecting water. The natural springs, the rivers, and the oceans will evaporate, condense in the cloud, and come back to land as a form of rain, and the cycle repeats. He added that trees play a vital role in the environment. Little did I know that I would retain those information, coupled with my mother's love for gardening, that tree planting would be the root of my advocacy. I spent countless hours in volunteering community service like beautification, trash removal, and lake cleanups. I sewed masks during the peak of the pandemics and sent them to a few other states. And I also support multiple fundraising events, such as tonight. But what I'm most passionate about is my tree planting projects that involve the children, because I do this primarily for them. My first trip, my mission trip to Puerto Rico, we planted around 270 trees to replace the ones that were damaged by Hurricane Maria. Here in the US, I planted about 100 trees between Wisconsin and Illinois. In the Philippines, my sister and her friends also planted a few dozen in support of my advocacy. So last year, I donated about 200 trees in a little village in Kenya called Kilifi. Changing a Destiny is an organization, a charity, that I volunteer to raise funds by collecting used shoes. The organization purchased a 2-acre land and built a church and school in a small village in Kilifi. Learning about it, it inspired me to donate trees to provide the children shade and fruits when they go to school. Those trees were planted on Earth Day. This year, I decided to join the mission trip. After a long 30-hour flight, we arrived in Africa on Earth Day, and on that same day, we planted 15 more fruit-bearing trees. Earth Day is special as well as sentimental for me because I lost my dad on April 22, and little did I know that on that day was, you guessed it, Earth Day. On a lighter note, did you know that Earth Day, being celebrated around the world, has humble beginnings here in Wisconsin? No. Earth Day was founded by our Senator Gaylord Nelson on April 22, 1970. Now you know. Earth is our home, and global warming and climate change are the biggest threat to our planet. A warming world increases the intensity of natural disasters and increases the speed of infectious diseases. Trees and rainforests are the lungs of the earth. Trees breathe in and sequester massive quantities of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and breathe over 40% of oxygen, and it also cools down the planet. Let me ask, who among you here have planted a tree? Dude. Very nice. Give yourselves a pat in the back, for you made a difference. Those trees, when they are mature, they will provide oxygen to at least 10 people. My stepdad also imparted that continuing global warming is likely to produce more pandemics, perhaps even more destructive than COVID-19. Tree planting taps into one of the most pressing and fundamental issues of our time. Anything we can do to stem the progress and reduce the impact is vital. Let us provide our children and their offspring a better, cleaner, and healthier environment where they can live, grow, and prosper. In conclusion, I would like to convey my advocacy. Let us all work together and plant at least one tree in your lifetime, and together to reduce our carbon footprint and combat global warming, one tree at a time. Yeah. Thank you so much for inspiring.
Thank you very much, Joey.